For the next segment, we're about to do the Meg Thee Stallion, Gayle King watch along, and we're gonna see how far I can watch along. He already saw, I haven't seen it. We're gonna
Free Tory, man. Free Tory.
How far I can watch along before I gotta stop it. All right. The Meg Thee Stallion watch along.
I've always just enjoyed entertainment. When I look now, I'm like, dang, we really do this.
When did you know you were good at this?
I feel like I wrote my first rap when I was 7, and I didn't tell my mama, well, I did then, and she rapped, and I was like, okay, this is my identity. Yes, this is.
A big old freak. That same year, her mother passed away.
They would kind of pick with me a little bit, like I was.
We're gonna skip ahead, you know, because I don't know how YouTube do copyright joints, so I can only play parts of the interview. But here we go. Meg Thee Stallion on Gayle.
That night changed everything for you.
Rapper Tory Lanez has been charged with shooting artist Megan Thee Stallion during an argument.
Megan Thee Stallion hit by multiple gunshots.
There was an argument in the car.
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go. But that's like normal friend stuff. Like, we fuss about silly stuff all the time. But.
Okay, so here she ready to cry.
I never put my hands on anybody.
And I'll just, hold on. She never put her hands on nobody, but I will say, I start this saying, I believe that Meg was a victim.
Very much so.
Before I saw this, I believe that she's a victim.
Very much so.
And I believe that the elements that happened that night were very combustible.
All right, so let me give you a slight backstory to that.
Okay.
So that night, they was at, God, you know, I can't never get these Kardashians right. I think they was at Kylie Jenner's house.
Okay.
She was there with Tory. Mind you, I follow Tory on Instagram. I remember that night because he popped up on my live, and I clicked on it. He's in the pool with Kylie Jenner and Megan Thee Stallion. I was like, oh, you winning right now.
Okay, all right.
And you could tell you could tell they was a little inebriated. I'm not gonna say drunk, but say a little bit inebriated.
Okay.
A couple of drinks was flowing.
All right.
A lot of twerking in the pool. That live lasted for about like maybe 2 minutes max.
Sounds like an interesting live there, my brother.
Yo, if you didn't see it, you missed it. I'm probably sure it's on YouTube somewhere or whatever, but so when I saw that, I was like, oh, yo, he's winning right now. I was a little odd because I never knew him or Kylie or Meg was like that, so it was a little odd for me. Until the next morning, we heard about the shooting, and he was like, wait a minute, they was just doing. Oh,
okay. Let us continue with Gayle and Meg.
My voice was loud. Like, this was one of them times where it was like, it shouldn't have got this crazy.
Shouldn't have escalated to
Right.
that it did. Can you just briefly walk us through what happened that night? It starts you're at a party.
So this was after you
at Kylie Jenner's house.
I had went there.
You got the live.
I was ready to go because I had been there all day.
So you guys end up in a car. You, Tory Lanez, your friend at the time, Kelsey, and his driver / security. Tory Lanez, who's
all right, we're gonna pause
listen, I don't want nobody to think I'm being biased. I don't like Meg. Listen, Meg's a very gorgeous woman. But those two people in the car is going to determine.
Who is it? Kylie?
No, Kylie was in the car. Kelsey, her former friend. Kelsey.
Oh, she's the former friend now. Oh, Rico.
This is the former friend and the bodyguard. This is like a documentary on Netflix waiting to happen after this case. Those two people are going to determine how this case is going to play out.
Okay. Let's go.
real name is Daystar Peterson, is a Grammy-nominated rapper and singer from Canada. Kelsey Harris was one of Megan Thee Stallion's best friends from Houston. There was an argument and you get out of the car, right?
At that point, the argument wasn't even with me. Like, the argument was with the two people in the backseat.
Who's in the backseat?
So I asked the driver to pull the car over.
Who's in the backseat?
Like, I'm done with this.
No. Who's in the backseat?
Yo, son.
I don't know who to believe. It's Kelsey. It had to be Kelsey. Tory was driving, right?
No, the security guard was driving.
Security was driving. Meg was in the front.
Meg was, I guess, because I think they was in a Yukon or an Escalade.
Okay.
So if anybody knows about those trucks, they have 3 to 4 rows.
Yeah.
So apparently, this is her version of the story that Kelsey and Tory was arguing.
In the back.
In the back.
But if that's your man,
Allegedly.
Wait. Let us continue.
Okay.
I should have stayed out of the car. Like, I should have not got back in the car. And they was like, Megan, just get back in the car. We almost there. Like, just get back in. So I get back in the car. It's like it's getting worse. Like,
arguing in the car.
The arguing in the car is getting worse, and I don't want to be in this car no more. Like, because I see it's getting crazy. So I get out the car, and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance. And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Wait, hold on. We are now watching the Megan the Megan Thee Stallion interview. We'll be back shortly after these messages.
Okay.
And now we're back with the
Sorry, y'all. I needed a break. I was getting a little emotional. My eyes was watering. I didn't want y'all to see me crying so early into this stuff. Like, I had to pull it together.
I thought Johnny Depp and Amber Heard was gonna have the trial of the year. this Tory Lanez and
not this episode, but the next one we have to do. This Johnny Depp divorce.
My man, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Are you down with
Let's finish with Meg. Let's finish with Meg.
Okay.
Like, he shot a couple of times. And I was so scared.
In the car, shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window, shooting.
Tory Lanez like 4'11".
And
so now he looking
I
like
didn't even want to
Sam
move.
shooting over the window.
I didn't want to move too quick, like, cause I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
Were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared, cause I had never been shot at before. And I looked down at my feet, cause I wasn't even, the adrenaline is pumping so hard. I'm not sure if he hit me, like,
Wait, she got shot outside the car, inside the car? Wasn't it reported?
Okay, so once again, let me give you some more backstory. So when this happened during the pandemic, this was like the biggest thing out. We inside now, so we don't know what's going on. So I want to say maybe a week. I don't know. I want to lie and say a week. Let's say maybe 2 to 3 weeks after this shit happened. She goes on live. She's on live for like 2 hours straight, blacking out. Going in on Tory saying, Tory's trying to do some fuck shit behind closed doors, which I do believe. Make a long story short, when I watched the live, because I watched the whole thing, she said she got shot in the car first, and then she switched up the story mid-live and said, yo, I got shot outside the car. So that's when I was like, wait a minute. So it's either you in or you out.
Listen, I think TMZ, Court TV, and the Law and Crime Network need to have access to your live because you see everything. I ain't see none of this. Yo, I'm catching up now. You are a resource to the legal community here. You're live.
I love the ratchetness, so I'm always gonna be in tune.
You're live. Catch everything.
Anybody listening? ISJ225, you got ratchetness? Yo, DM me. I'm with it, yo. I'm with it.
But I don't understand what's happening. So I look down at my feet and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm really bleeding. So I like drop down and I crawl in somebody's driveway. Like, I can't believe you shot me.
I did see her hopping around.
And what is he saying, Tory Lanez saying?
He's
after
apologizing. I'm so sorry. Please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you offering me money right now? Help me. Like, and if you sorry, just help me. Like,
but at that moment,
we didn't even make it to the house. Like, somebody had already called the police, and it was like so many of them. It was helicopters. I was like, oh my God, we all about to die. Like, the George Floyd incident had just happened.
All right. And that concludes the Meg Thee Stallion Gayle King Watcher. I just want to know. I'm sorry. Gayle, she done had R. Kelly on there. She done had Jussie Smollett on there. So far, Gayle is 0 for 2 with getting the truth from people, right?
And she's selling my man Kobe's name. I'm never
we'll get to that. But this is not a good look. For one, your trial is down a lot, so you just gave the other side a lot, right now, and we're not even fully. We were like 5 minutes through. We're not even halfway through.
I'm gonna just say this on my end. Like I said, it's an unfortunate situation that happened. Everybody, you know, they're young. Alcohol plays a lot. Whatever else drugs they was taking, probably smoking weed or whatever. It's unfortunate it happened, but I think both parties, because they're young, how they handled it is making it way worse than what it is.
Right.
You know, they got the guy going on the story, so he can't say too much. She's running around doing interviews. I don't know why her publicist and her management team is even letting her do this right now.
This is very messy.
Because now the defense is gonna pick this apart. They're gonna be like, yo, you said X, Y, and Z. Now, if it's something come up and this, that, and the third, this thing has been, like I said, it's been a mess from day one.
Right.
And I'm just waiting for the court dates.
And I guess you'll be corresponding live from the courthouse on your live, because all the defense got to do is call you. Your live got everything.
I'm right there, yeah. So this is what's happening. So catch me next week. I might be at good old Johnny Depp's joint next week.
All right, we'll be back after this one. I can't believe this, man.
Very much shoot first, ask questions after. So I'm like, it's a